And welcome back. We're straight into the action. Map number 2. This is the map choice of TYLOO, which is why they're on the T side. And there are dualies for LAN, dualies for gas, and there is a lot of presence towards outside and lobby.
Yeah, look at this. Very fast. Cool smoke thrown to completely give a little bit of ambiguity towards the top of main, and therefore just allows them to jump straight forward. Mercury and Advent are now combining, trying to overwhelm this bomb site. The gas with the dualies. The flashbang's really good, but Advent will still find the trade. Kaze with another, but look at Flying Go. Trying to dance, ring around the rosy, around the silos, but not quite panning out. A 3 versus 2. Jamyoung is isolated, and Bloggis denies the bomb. Really well worked out of him. It's 2 one-on-ones to dictate the round at the moment. Bloggis gets dealt with by Kaze, and Jamyoung is buying enough time to allow that bomb to be put over towards the B bomb site. Kriaz makes his way down. He's got the HP, but now they know exactly where he is.
Yeah, cool decision to drop down. Kriaz going to be stuck between 2 players here. Duels are going to give him a little bit of cover as he charges them through, but Kaze swings them open immediately. Great round from him with 3 kills in it. And yeah, I think the coolest part about the entire pistol round was that smoke, right? That's something you would not be able to do in CSGO because it's using the volumetric technology of Counter-Strike 2 to give that smoke plume that goes up, not just covering main entrance, but also that kind of bit over the top of main so that you can drop silo safely. You can have a player sitting up there ready to drop through, and you can see Kriaz had no idea that player had dropped through to main. So that's a cool smoke. I'm going to learn that.
Oh, it's definitely worth stealing. The only other implementation I've seen of smokes that go like up, down, and cover a lot of wiggle room is on Vertigo. You can throw one from sandbags, it lands on the girder, and it completely creates a veil for ramp. Kaze's got the bomb, which makes things a little bit awkward here because Bloggis is behind him. It's just USPs at the moment, and Bloggis has found that bomb. And also, you've got an immediate swing out of LAN in towards Secret. There are trades in play. Gas is now really low, but this is looking a little bit uncomfy here for TYLOO.
The Mac 10 at this range is also a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, they're looking like they're getting a few kills coming through. An AK recovered. Bomb is safe. Kriaz can still cause some chaos, and there's a push through. Jamyoung is ready for it, so it is just Kriaz who's managing to elude them for a moment. They can recover the rifles, so only losing the Mac 10s. It got very hairy for a moment, but quickly they brought the Razor.
It was actually really well handled. The fact that you've got a player on towards silo, even if it is a Mac 10, just firing off leads down range makes it so uncomfortable for Bloggis to be able to even get the gun in the first place.
Dude, look at this. This is double up, no armor. This is single smoke from Bloggis.
Okay.
And they're together. What is this? What are they doing? Okay, one's going secret. Yeah, okay.
This is kind of wild. Mercury's already there, though. I'm not sure if Bloggis is going to anticipate how fast Mercury's got down. Meanwhile, over at ramp, LAN with the other sniper, they're both going to come toe-to-toe with players in just a second. Advent swings the corner. That's a missed opportunity now for LAN, and he gets another bite of the cherry, but can't quite manage it. Flying gets obstructed by the Molotov, and now they're swinging forward, but the AWPs are striking tandem.
What, 2 AWPs in round number 3, and they're just getting all the kills. That was all 5 kills between the 2 unarmored AWPs. That is such a crazy round to pull out from Wings Up, but hey, it works, and you can see TYLOO were not expecting that at all.
No, they were definitely not ready for it whatsoever. Definitely the first one over towards ramp, sure, you might expect one, but the second in towards Secret, Mercury had scaled really fast, but I think was heard outside by Kriaz. Communication will come through. Very awkward for TYLOO now because they've got a single AK, they've got Tech 9s. A fast A play would be the move because then you're closing the gap, especially on these AWPers. Kriaz trying to set Bloggis up, but meanwhile, here comes this push out A. They've overwhelmed the bomb site, and now it has to be a retake effort from Wings Up.
Yeah, bomb plat's really good considering Mutual's very low, so the fact they're able to get in towards A and plant the bomb is already a great start to this round, but with play disadvantage, is cleared at the very last second. Gas finds the kill. Gives them a 2-player lead now, despite that extra smoke coming through towards main. Be very difficult for them to hold in the post plant. Roki's going to start to fade. Flashbangs come on through, and they're scaling on out. The AK gets one. Kaze with a drive-by. Oh, they are making this work. Kaze there has to pull off 2 more kills. Bomb is tapped, and he's smoked off, hiding behind it. Actually going to slink on through, playing the clock. There's a world that he can do this. Oh, the headshot on the diffuser. Kaze's getting it done. Bloggers has the AWP. No kit. Unbelievable. The Tech-9s overwhelm and just pull out a round that never should have been theirs.
No, absolutely not. Especially because you look at how well Wings Up dealt with smokes being put down on their positions. As soon as the swing comes in from heaven, you've got a flashbang through main. The nade blows up right in the face. And Kaze should have been dead. I don't know how he's kept alive there. But as a result, he's able just to completely outmaneuver Wings Up, chase and deny that bomb. Bloggers picks up a kit right at the very end, but the time and the damage, it's already been done. TYLOO called in a pause just to get their breath back, get the adrenaline dump out of their veins, especially from Kaze, because that is one hell of a round to steal away.
Oof. Man, you just went around with the double AWPs, now you got none. Now you got this Nova and Deagles and 5.7s. That's brutal. And yeah, and what can you do?
That's so upsetting. Especially because the round before was so good.
Yeah.
Out of those AWPs. Just striking simultaneously.
I feel like maybe it's like a good example of kind of the comms issues that we've kind of been talking about, right? Like,
yeah, especially in the chaotic moments.
Exactly, right? In a retake like that where you have to time the utility correctly as well as you're coming out through heaven. Versus a round where it's just AWPs taking fights. You know, that's very much you can just focus on your crosshair and shot.
Hang on a second though. There's a lot of players down secret here, but Kaze deals with 2. Is he ready for a third? Potentially. Bloggis gets himself in the corner, and he would even find more damage. This is now a 1-on-2. Flying can go toe-to-toe here with Moja in the doorway and will blindside him. This is now very awkward for Kaze, who needs 4 kills in the round to make it work for TYLOO. And he's hit the timing to creep round in towards heaven. Is Flying aware?
Yeah, I don't know. The Flying did see something. Oh, they're aware of each other. It's awkward. Kaze's low. Takes a few more scraps with the Mac-10. Gonna go towards heaven. The Molotov comes through, but actually dropping back on down. Flying can just go down to greet him, so he's 1 step ahead at every single juncture. Oh, no, never mind.
No.
Smoke comes towards single, and he's back on up. He's got the time to do it. Flying's gonna clear and see that no one's home, so he's now charge up towards the vent. Okay, no, Kaze's gonna get there first. This is the build. What's it? That doesn't matter. Anyway, into the clutch. Flying. Gonna be charging on forward. Kaze behind the side is just dancing around it, and Flying does win it out. All of the back and forth, chasing him around, does eventually find his target.
That was like Tom and Jerry-esque.
Yeah,
right?
I was thinking Benny Hill.
Yeah, let's start the slapstick. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop the utility. I really like that though, because he dropped it towards the mouth of the vent to prevent early Flying dropping to get down towards B, and then he drops a smoke there anyway. It's all a ruse. It's really fun. However, it just didn't have the health to work with Kaze. Wings Up, steal away that round. And now you look at their buy and you think, damn, that's pretty good after winning that round. You take a look at TYLOO's. Their money is battered and it's bruised. Fortunately enough, they're able to get the bomb down to have armor and utility behind these Tech-9s.
Leading charge with his AK, but he is removed. Flying gets a nice opener. They happen to get a little controlling towards ramp, but swinging around into 3 players in hell. That is something you are not expecting on the TYLOO side. You're thinking you were just going to get some control there. At the very least, with that information, you're allowed the plant to come on through. Tech-9 goes unchecked. Kill comes back on through, but it's only the one. Jamyoung, while he was brilliant on Mirage, you need to find 4 kills here. With single about to be swung on open, he's going to be pincered from each angle. Gonna wait for the contact from Rat. 4 single opens, and Kriaz wins out the initial duel. So Wings Up will tie things up 3 apiece.
Yeah, absolutely. But the next conversation piece you have is Wings Up should go in the lead. They should get 4. But how many is enough for TYLOO on the T side? Because Nuke is a very CT-sided map. I feel like that's no exception in CS2. The fact they've already found 3 rounds, if they can get 4 or 5, I think they're sitting very pretty right now, and they'll be feeling a lot more comfortable with that. These fast plays coming out towards A, especially, are really overwhelming Wings Up, and I feel like, especially when you're playing against a team that has recently had these roster changes, the best thing that TYLOO can do is just go for these fast plays that are so disorientating, can catch teams off guard, and it looks like they are going for that now in towards A again. Gas drops the incendiary, flying, drops down in to save him. Living up to his namesake, and 3 important kills means that TYLOO are in a sticky spot.
Yeah, especially with that bomb now on the A site, so this one should be a pretty comfortable one to close out, especially with now it all left onto Kaze's shoulders. He doesn't feel like he wants to sit in a smoke for another 20 seconds. We'd love to catch somebody getting a little bit aggressive, try and make this one hurt for Wings Up. Doesn't look like he's going to be given that opportunity anytime soon. Smoke forward. That's just going to focus some attention over there. He wants to walk out through the hut, and he's very spotted, falling down. Land does land in his face. That will be Wings Up taking the lead.
And also, what's got to be said, give a lot of credit to Wings Up, is the fact that on Mirage, it felt like there were 1 or 2 players standing out for them. Here, look at how tightly contested it is at the top of the board. Everyone is contributing. Everyone is chiming in with individual efforts. It's exactly what you need to see as a really good response to this almost decimation that was laid in front of them on Mirage. And how fitting is it that a map with more technicality is one that they're thriving in? LAN now getting very aggressive in towards lobby. This might be something that TYLOO aren't ready for. Bloggis through Squeaky. And as Jamyoung sets up the molly, LAN is now above and below, trying to overwhelm. Kriaz finding success with Bloggis. Jamyoung now last player standing. As he has his knife out, there's a player in spawn.
Yeah, you just got absolutely pantsed. What can you say? The European imports getting a 4-piece between them outside, just demolishing everybody. While you're setting out to take some control elsewhere, they've walked into your spawn. This is very impressive from Wings Up.
The Wings Up were a team that really did like Nuke anyway, even before this recent roster iteration. So it makes sense that they are doing well on it. They have got the protocols down. Then they go flying. Thought about dropping down, but instead the bomb, it's out ramp. So Jamyoung needs to cross safely. Will be allowed that luxury because of land. But with Kaze being found out in towards the vent, there's now quick rotates here. I don't think they're going to be able to plant the bomb, especially with those contributions out of fly. And he's been everywhere on the server.
Yeah, great rotation from Flying. He is, as you mentioned, able to find the space required every single time. And these last couple of rounds, Bloggis has been hitting his shots at the AWP, doing a lot of damage. But denied any further progress in towards B. So now Wings Up, sitting with double the rounds of TYLOO. Now, that was just the pistols into that run.
Something's going to change here for TYLOO. We'd like to see a much slower default. Wings Up have been getting a lot of success just from getting very aggressive. Like that. Which is why Kaze was holding.
What a place to get the opening kill. at 140? What?
They're still going. Look at this lobby possession. As a result, it looks like TYLOO want to take space in towards outside. Kriaz just playing close to these smokes, hoping for an opportunity. Could punish Jamyoung here. He's not careful. Gun barrel. Spotted. No. Kriaz moves off the timing, and Jamyoung just blindsides him. That could be a knockout blow in round 10. Gas not looking the right way though, but it doesn't matter. Everyone from TYLOO coming in with individual kills, and now Bloggis has to scale up through the vent. It's already being held. What a round.
Yeah, we call that one all break, no gas.
Nice.
That's crazy. I mean, I love what Wings Up were offering with the aggression in towards lobby. The fact they had that control early. They obviously lost the opening pick, but did a lot of damage on the Kaze and still established all that control. But unfortunately, Gas falls. But I mean, even with him falling there, the issues had already come to pass, which is Kriaz getting that unfortunate timing. That kill goes the other way. It's probably a completely different round. And the AWP, oh, it's denied. Still plenty of money, though, for Wings Up. So actually probably won't hurt them at all. They've got enough to buy fully into the next 2 rounds. But it's an AWP that gets to be held on by Kaze at the very least.
I can't believe that opening kill was found at the top of team.
Dude, that is insane. It was at like 137 or something.
I love it. I really like the fact that they're being proactive here, Wings Up, because they're just making it uncomfortable for TYLOO. Something I thought would be the game plan from TYLOO. Instead, it's the complete opposite, but I am loving all of this chaos. Spoke about the money being there. Lan and Bloggis back to double AWPs. Mercury crosses the smoke, though, dodges the explosion and the wipe of it by that nade. The Kaze is in a bit of a precarious position because he does need to cross. Look at them. They're so aware that there could be a push. And there is. Flying is in lobby again.
I don't understand why they're not trying to take their own lobby control. I guess the counterpoint is that they've managed to get the control outside.
Drop main here. Oh, instead, they're trying to wrap. Kaze hits the trade immediately. Mosier holding. Might be rewarded as well if Gaff swings. These positions are so interesting. Flying has a look but can't see Mosier. I don't know how you get the bomb out of here, and I don't know where you put the bomb. Maybe it doesn't matter, because by being so stagnant, so patient, people are now searching for information for Wings Up. That has resulted in a 2-on-2 trade, and now we're in a 2 versus 2. Are they thinking about coming up the vent here? Surely not. You've got all the space on B.
Yeah, I think that it is going to be B. Mercury's holding the vent, so he's in a powerful position. He will catch the rotate. Lan has to pull off the 1 versus 2. And Kaze swings, so they are able to confirm it. Kaze with 3 nice kills outside, and yeah, that's exactly what they needed to do. Knowing that lobby has been crunched on every single round, and then they're being pushed out of that position. You gotta fight elsewhere. Find the space that's being left open, and it was outside that they were able to establish that control. Kaze getting plenty of fights with his AWP. Be very happy with that one. Let's go on to the final round of the half.
I really like that. Also, by denying the lobby control, Wings Up are just like, well, where are these guys? We haven't heard them. We haven't seen any of them. So as a result, they go searching for intel. This time, I think TYLOO wants to change the pace. Fast one in towards A. Lan overwhelmed. Gas on the door hinge, but it's Kriaz that doubles down over towards the CT vent. A lot of work here for Wings Up, trying to keep this one competitive, trying to edge out this first half in the last round of play.
Yeah, Gas doing well to stay alive above the flames there. Oh, Bloggis comes on over. Kaze hits the shot though. Felt like that peak was gonna connect something. Flying feels like he needs to get a kill, but can't quite connect. Jamyoung gets away with a slither of health. Drop down towards vent is spotted and heard. Not gonna go in towards single. Oh, planning in front of it. A little scary. Yeah, the spam comes on through. An unnecessary risk, but they just didn't have the space. Luckily, it was that vent crawl coming through. So Kriaz now in the clutch, 1 versus 2. Kaze behind. TYLOO is dancing around to find the headshot. A 6-6 half. We're tied up.
Lose this, I don't wanna lose my shit on airplane mode. Don't talk no more. Yeah, I heard it overflow. So cold, I'm froze. Only thing on me is gold. Can't go if it ain't above my door. Don't go, my phone got my shit on airplane mode. Don't talk no more. Yeah, I heard it overflow. So cold, I'm froze. Only thing on me is gold.
Chaos, pandemonium, and excitement are adjectives to describe that first half that ends even. Finally, faster play yet again, and Advent with the dual Berettas. The flashbang coming forward was fantastic from Mosier, and that allows him and Jam Young to clean up the rest. What a start from TYLOO.
Sorry, so his run started. What?
No, it's over.
My God, that was like, that was literally what, 22nd round, 25 seconds. That was fast. That's what we call a ramp hold. TYLOO very happy with that one. And Wings Up, they are not. They're going to fall straight into it. Tech 9s. And a bit of pace, most likely. Triple MP9 on the other side. What? Nade? Was that meant to go down there?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's been brought in recently, like in the last couple of weeks. It's really cool to see because it just what it does two things. It does early damage, of course, into players dropping, but it gives you deliberate audio if there are people that have already dropped in towards the vent.
That's cool. Yeah, it's something I've seen a lot of people complain about is the HE making the contact noise.
Yeah. Also just means you can't hang on the ladder, and like there's a lot of teams that will fake drop down the base of the vent and then climb back up. You can't do that with that molly. It's really cool.
Well, they all swung in their cross towards Secret, and the bomb is now stuck over. It's a little uncomfortable for Wings Up. TYLOO have all of the control. They can just sit back and wait for Wings Up to make the move. Chris has been able just to walk across and join his teammates. Now you've got 3 players towards Secret. That's definitely going to be... And then the opportunity to go. Kaze wants to get on forward and is able to find 2 nice kills from it. Kriaz gets 1 back. He's the sole survivor. Even has to go back and get the bomb. Time is an issue because of how long they paused for. And no one is dropping on you, Kriaz. Have to go back, pick up the package. Basically just has to jump behind Silo, get the bomb down. I don't know if it's got enough time to get onto the site. Nope. Jam Young makes it so.
Very awkward. But I really like the fact that TYLOO, they took the space there, and then they were just disciplined. You compare and contrast, that's what Wings Up were doing. And whilst it's very cool to kind of get aggressive and push, and it did often net in them finding the first kill, there was a number of opportunities where they could have taken the space and then let the T side make the next move. And that's exactly what TYLOO did in this scenario. There was an MP9 push from Kaze, but it was perfectly timed because at the end of the day, there were quick rotations available. It wasn't like he was stuck in isolation. And he is having an amazing series right now. Ended Mirage with like 20 kills. He's already set to surpass that in this game. Great start on the CT side. Tactical pause being taken. And now we get back right into the thick of things.
Yeah, won't be much coming out for Wings Up here. But certainly, we're putting them on the back foot. So these Deagles can get any work done. Wings Up were able to find a surprising amount of success on Mirage on these rounds where they just had a few pistols coming through. Although often there was a bit of armor and util behind it. Players coming on over and door open. He's trying to burst that onto A, and Yes does find the kill. Ivent can slam the door, and coming out from heaven, Kaze is going to make sure that not get too much space. The bomb falls. If they manage to get that one down, there was maybe a chance of a plant, but Flying gets down alone. Has to run all the way back up. Glock in hand. And somehow gets the double dink. So at least a few nice kills coming through, considering it was just really a couple of pistols.
It's so funny to me that there's so much incendiaries going on. There's Wings Up players just bursting out of hut, and TYLOO are just shutting the door. They're like, no, you can't come through. That split, not going to be as effective because it's delayed by half a second. That's all Kaze needs to get into position up heaven. Well handled. Even if the Glocks do find some casualties, it's way better than what it looked on Mirage, where it was coming down to those 1 versus 1s, 1 versus 2s. Being converted from TYLOO. This time they got a bit more of a buffer behind them. Kaze on the AWP. And Blockis as well. So we get head-to-head very early on in this second half.
Kaze's going to hold back, see if anyone crosses in towards main. Quite a passive hold outside. It's because Mercury is down in towards the lower side. So you can jump peek this one. Getting information if anyone crosses over. But it's going to allow a lot of positioning for Wings Up. Question is, what do they do with the space that they can get? They are going to be rooting back towards lobby with the majority of the forces. Safer. Okay, Lan did actually manage to get past the jump peeking player. So he's gotten a lot of control, literally.
Look at the position on B. That's the issue. But on the A bomb site, if you burst now, if your Wings Up, you've got a very good opportunity to try and overwhelm this. The issue is the verticality. Advent down low. I think you got Mercury up high. So there's a lot of worlds in which this could still go wrong. However, if Land's able to get a backstab, this really could cement things. 25 seconds. They just vent dive here. No. Commitment in towards A. Advent, though, only gets 1 kill. Kaze will strike back. And now it's a 3-on-3. And there's 2 players from TYLOO down the dumps at B. They need to rotate over.
Yeah, I think that was always the intention, right? Because you knew that you were known down B, so you can create that distraction. But Jamyoung gives them the advantage. Kriya's already done a lot of work. He needs to do some more. The shot's not quite connecting. Although the AWP does. Kriya's pins it. All comes down to Land. From the heavens, he is dealt with by Mercury. One will be diffused. A few minor details in there that did kind of make it fall from Wings Up's hands. But I really like the idea. You know, you've got a player down there. I think it was Lan who was all the way there. They knew that he was down there. And that was keeping 2 players invested. So all he had to do was keep his presence known. It didn't matter that he got spotted on the crossover because it meant that A was a lot more lightly defended. So the hit comes in towards A. I think the issue there was that Bloggers continued to progress forward once he got to vent position. If he just locked down Heaven with the AWP, probably would have won out the fight into Kaze, who peeked into him as he was repositioning. And that then put TYLOO into the favorable position for the retake.
Yeah, definitely. There's also a little bit of unfortunate kind of mannerisms in the way that round played out as well for Kriaz, because he had the idea that Jamyoung was in towards hut because Jamyoung had quickly progressed through lobby and got the initial kill. But unfortunately, Kriaz just couldn't get the kill. It was really awkward. But at the same time, where Lan had the AWP, he couldn't really come and help him out either. And by the time, if Lan had walked his way towards Squeaky to help out Kriaz, it would have just been a timing window missed So you got to give a lot of credit to TYLOO, who Jamyang, through his pure distraction and just by staying alive, allowed Mercury to come over. And rather than take the fight towards Squeaky with that AWP, they isolated Kriaz towards Hut, and then they both swung together towards Squeaky. It's really good target selection, and it's just making sure that you're always having these fights in an unfair advantage in your favor. Back-to-back timeouts used for Wings Up, using a minute to talk about things here because they are on the cusp of potentially being sent down to the lower bracket.
Yeah, I don't know if there's an update on the other game that was between Mongols and Rare Adam. Mongols did take the first map in overtime from the looks of it. A very close affair between those two teams. And on this one, well, the opening will come for flying. Oh, that's uncomfortable. He's down strong with the P2K. What is he doing? He has an AWP. And he loses his life.
Now you got this drop option from Main as well. Flying though, trying to take matters into his own hands. There strikes Kriaz from Main, and the split really successful. I agree though, not sure why Kaze is that close at Squeaky Door with an AWP. A little bit confusing. Jamyang has cooled off a bit from his antics on Mirage, and Kriaz scaling up Heaven will punish. Only one casualty in that round for Wings Up. Puts him in a very promising position because now the money's a bit awkward for TYLOO.
Yeah, that just felt a little bit weird, didn't it? It really felt like Kaze could have just scoped it on that angle. He knew that no one was on the left-hand side. Instead, he's wide swinging with the P2K, gives up his life, and that enables the pathway through towards 8. Perhaps there was maybe a bit of a miscomm in the situation. Maybe thought it was up against lesser weapon. Yeah, I'm not sure, but regardless, round goes the way of Wings Up, and now TYLOO are on the breaking point. So if Wings Up can pick this one up, suddenly they'll be straight back into it.
This is a good adjustment from TYLOO. The fact that they have got players now in towards Secret. Did he get mollied or did it go down a little bit deeper? Kaze hits a tag. Full blind is Mozia. And he gets dealt with instantly by Lan. Kaze with the scout as the follow-up. Another tag on Kriaz. That softens them up for Mercury and Jamyang, who have now repositioned down Secret.
There are 4 players stuck into a Secret. That flashbang just completely unraveled everything. Mozia was on track to get like a 3K from that position. Very unfortunate.
This is a hell smoke being lined up right now for flying. So potentially they can come back up here. Wings Up, I think that's the intention. Try and scale in towards Garage, take the space and maybe climb Heaven. And as you can see, the CTs are adjusting so much. They are constantly on the move.
Kaze's going to see that flash coming in over and notes that Garage is now under threat, and that means that he is in an uncomfortable position. No support either, so he has to do everything here by himself, and well, that's a good start. Couldn't quite get the follow-up. He's able to finish the job on the tag he did earlier. Advent would love this kill, and he finds it. Coming over the top, Jamyang under the side, able to get a kill as well, and this is now starting to crumble. Gas gets a critical kill back, so it's all now onto Advent. In towards the lobby, makes his presence known, and Bloggers hits the required shot. Wings Up, back in things.
Yeah, really good design in that mid-round there for Wings Up. Even though you got the players stuck in towards Secret, you smoke off Main, you smoke off Hell, you throw a flashbang over to allow that space. And TYLOO, the thing that they were really devoid of in that round was information. They knew that they were in towards Secret, so they felt like they have to keep committing these players on towards B in that crossfire. That's once again just delaying the CT side from getting into the most problematic positions for Wings Up. They're doing a really good job at pushing and pulling these rotations around. And look what now what it's done to the economy. And from a position of power that TYLOO had, they're now in a position of weakness. Because they're currently on these pistols, they can concede this round and suddenly Wings Up are within one of them. Sure, there's one kill here, but realistically, are TYLOO able to win this round on pistols? I very much doubt it. And Bloggers thinks the same.
He even got the tag. The dink with the USP. If you'd had a P250, anything else, that was the bomb. A Mercury can maybe just hold onto the AK. So two within one round between these two teams. This is crazy because we thought Mirage was really the map where Wings Up had the best opportunity to put up a strong showing, but here on Nuke, a map that you would expect would be very difficult for a team that has recently gone into nationals, coming in a new format. I mean, a new roster just generally, and against a team that is very proficient on Nuke. They're really showing up.
And it's got to be said, this gives you a lot of confidence and belief in the roster for themselves, for the community as well. The fact that Rare Atom push the Mongols all the way to overtime in the first map. This is exciting. This means we've got a very competitive close qualifier here on our hands, and I'm all for it. T-side and Nuke paying a lot of dividends to both of these teams so far. And as mentioned, one round between them. Bloggers on the AWP, Kaze can afford one, but it would come at a cost of armor and utility, and he decides to make that investment anyway.
Well, we saw the unarmored AWP working for Wings Up on the CT side, so we'll see what Kaze can get done. Get Wings Up and show us now they're up against the full purchase. Bloggers going to be posting up on the silo. As Korea has to come and support him as well. So outsider, a strong focus early from the T side.
Lan now going to molly that every single time because Mosier was there before. That is a fantastic shot out of Jamyoung. A gap in the smoke. Doesn't really work out for Wings Up. A punishing entry kill. And it feels like a lot. When Wings Up lose the opening kill, they really struggle to find their way back into these rounds. With a lot of the players congregated in towards lobby, it does feel like one of these A plays again with Kriaz dropping on towards main.
Yeah, certainly seems like that's what they're setting up for. So 2 players in the side itself. One at ramp, one deep garage, and one in towards secret. So TYLOO are very removed from A if these 2 defenders can't find enough impact. Setting up for the hit now. Kriaz also can cut off the rotations from outside. Mercury's going to get a whiff of something. Utility comes on through. Kriaz does exactly that. Catches Jamyoung. Advent's feeling the pressure now, stepping on 4, but a kill comes through from Mosier, who round 1. Mercury doubles up, over-delivering. Kaze falls to his death, and that gives Bloggers an opportunity. A 1 versus 2, but time. The bomb not in his hands either. If he had it, he could just drop vent, but instead, he's slinking around, finds a kill. Swing from heaven. Oh. Almost the opportunity given. But Mosier knows that time is on his side. TYLOO will win the round.
Really important double kill from Mercury. Just baits out Advent, but plays it to absolute perfection. That's really unfortunate for Wings Up, because once again, it felt like they had the right read. They had the correct mid-round setup to be able to pull that round back. Land's just gone, do you know what? I'm going to use a P90 against Advent's XM, which I feel like has had a little bit of a buff in CS2. Maybe it's just placebo, right?
Yeah, I'm a big XM believer. P90 removed. No P90 believers. Jamyoung gets the kill and falls back as well. So what do you do with this ramp now that you've got it? Kaze's come down as well, so going to B would be maybe a death sentence at this point, but they are wanting to give it a look in. It's the only space they have, so they feel like they have to go this way. Kaze behind the silo has a powerful position just to take fights. There are flames that could flush him out if they wish to throw them forward, but instead it goes in towards Dark. Kaze swings out. This is his first opportunity, and those flames actually give a great line of sight for Bloggers. Another kill comes through as well. That's the flying, and that's given them the pathway through for the bomb plant.
One flashbang is all that is here on this retake effort for TYLOO. If they want to give this a go, it's going to be a bit difficult. One player rotating round Mosier from ramp. Advent's already in double, but Kriaz will deal with Mosier, and I feel like that has to be the conceivement of the round here for TYLOO, and it will be. Advent still making his presence very much known. Nice kill. Any damage here is good damage for Advent, but at the same time, you want to prioritize your economy over your opponents, because now Mercury's the only player that's saving, and he's the only one with a gun, and it's a FAMAS.
Oof. That's great for Wings Up though. I can't believe they managed to successfully get onto B there. There's 2 players holding their approach, and both of them fall. Kaze had such a great angle as well behind Silo where you can pick and choose your fights, but that Molotov that landed towards Dark, it didn't actually go in it. It kind of got stuck on the top box. So it was almost, I think, a missed molly, unless it was intentional, but it felt missed.
It felt missed.
Yeah, and that gave essentially a one-way, in a way, just the way that the flames flicker when you're further away. He could barely see Bloggers on the other side.
That's punishing, but that opens up the door. And so does this nade for the peak for Bloggis, but he immediately gets dealt with. Great trade, but now look at this lobby push. The crunch coming forward with the pistols. Gas trying to hold on, and he will manage it. Lion chimes in with one of his own. And Wings Up will equalize the scoreline here, going right down to the death. We need the full 24.
Yeah, Tyler, it's not the best buy either. So this is a little bit scary for them on their map pick as well. And yeah, perfect time to use the timeout. We'll get another one if we go to OT. So why not use it here when you can secure map point?
Wings Up are in such a good spot to win this map. Look at the loss bonus for TYLOO, 2,900. They will have nothing if they lose this. This really paves the way for Anubis. TYLOO have to win this round if they want to force overtime at a bare minimum.
I think they have to make it clean if they win it too. Because that loss bonus, as you mentioned. See what Wings Up can offer. Resurgence on Nuke has been fantastic to watch. That was without them winning the pistol on the T side as well. Opening kill comes on through. There is an immediate trade. Mercury coming on over as well. Advent chimes on through. It's a hit in towards A, but it's kind of all over the place. They call it off after the initial kill, but keep an eye on Heaven. Oh, never mind. Don't keep an eye on it.
Jam Young did.
Yeah, Jam Young did. That flank was what they needed to get back into this round.
Oh, I feel like you have to save this now.
Well, I personally think damage is maybe better. They can buy all this stuff into the next round anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you find another 2 kills, you're denying rifles into the next. Remember that loss bonus, as mentioned, only 3,900.
Oh.
None of these players have any spare change. Any kills.
Look at A. There's 3 people here, and they're going to go down Fen, and they're going to go straight into Jam Young. That's really awkward. They dodged the stack. Kriaz finds one more. 30 seconds left.
All 3 of them are sitting above vent.
They're like, no, we're not going down the vent. We're waiting for you to open the door. Give us an audio cue, Kriaz. Thank you. Now they make their move. Now the drop's in. Kriaz, obviously we'll hear all of this as well, but Advent and Kaze, they don't want to mess about with Decon. They want to go towards double. Kriaz tries to make his way up the vent to get cheeky with it, but that's why Mercury's holding. Well handled from TYLOO.
I love the idea. They try to play around to make them all come, but it doesn't work out. They keep 3 alive, which is the magic number they needed to make sure that they had everything they needed into this round. So now TYLOO at the brink have managed to find series point. Overtime still a possibility, and with how these rifle rounds have gone, you do almost think that is where we'll go. We're into lobby early. No outside presence from the T's. Flying is charging straight into the site, and actually sitting under the smoke. Mercury over the top is dealt with. Another entry as well from Kriaz, and it might even be overtime needed. Facility going on forward. They are locked out of Heaven. Flames at their faces. Bomb to be planted, and a 3-on-5 retake required.
This is so difficult. So difficult for TYLOO to get back into this. Jamyong's going to smoke off Squeaky. Mosia's going to try and come up Heaven alongside Kaze, who will throw a flash, but there's so much utility. They have to go through the smokes here just as it fades. Time's dwindling and running out. Jamyong has to be this linchpin. Will find Bloggis. There's also players just everywhere on this site. Jamyoung finding successes, but it will be Wings Up with the fast A play. They find OT. And oh my goodness me, we keep things moving here in this second map.
Well, there you go. The A hits continuing to find success for Wings Up. That time, Mercury just gets caught completely out of position. He even suspected that a player was in that smoke, and he started to pre-fire it, trying to catch him as he fell, but yeah, just didn't favor him as he was falling off Tetris.
What a game. What a map from Wings Up. I've been really impressed with them. This is one of TYLOO's best maps.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
Yeah, and they've been looking shaky on it recently as well, Wings Up. So the fact that they're forcing OT, they're looking really good in the rounds that they're winning. Most improved and most impressed. Oh dear. Apart from that smoke.
Kaze's got a nice little angle there he can hold. The second one is going to come through. Gets blown, so they see nobody's there. Lan does start to charge on through. Oh, and he is exposed. Shower curtain pulled. He is spotted, standing behind it. Kaze on this angle with the AWP as well. Ready for the swing, gets his shot. This one feels a little bit like some of the earlier rifle rounds from Wings Up, where it was kind of the 1-by-1 mentality. And it does look like it's going to go not the way they hoped.
Yeah, it just feels a bit too defaulty. I don't feel like they can run rounds like this, because the defaults of TYLOO are just systematically going to be better than those of Wings Up. I like the fact that they were slowing things down a lot in the mid round, but they were doing things together. As you mentioned, that one just felt very bit part 1-by-1. TYLOO able to keep continuously recycling that grenade on the outside smoke to be able to constantly have information outside. No one can cross because no one can make it over, because every single time you look, there's no smoke there anymore.
That's time OT going the way of TYLOO, and yeah, I'd like to see Wings Up go back to more of that pack style of just bursting onto A or towards ramp together, just moving as a unit, because that's what's been working out for them. They are going to gain that presence with a significant amount of util in towards A. But no follow-up. TYLOO, they're not going to fall for this ruse. They are actually going to drop a player down towards Secret very quickly because of those smokes, but no one is going to be behind it. Everyone's sitting in lobby or ramp currently, save for Lan, who is holding for a potential secret play.
I like that emoji though. He's not overcommitting. He's just waiting. Interestingly enough, that it is Lan up towards the top of main rather than Kriaz, because he's normally been that player that has been taking that space. But that's because they're going for a different strategy. Looks like Flying is going to boost Blogis on the ramp to have a deep peek. Doesn't see anything. That's because the vision is currently obscured, but once it dissipates, still can't find Jamyoung. He's just tucked in close behind that orange box.
It's because there's two players here, or at least a player towards hell that can come on over. So Kaze is going to do that. He can hold the cross, and then as soon as he gets the information, Jamyoung's able to activate. So it's a great setup. Kaze doesn't have to get active, although he is going to swing through the flames and actually burns out. Jamyoung sitting behind every single one of them. There are 4 players here, and they line up for Jamyoung. Makes a meal out of them. Flying is able to at least get the trade, but he's brought down to half. Lan in towards the heavens. Might not even matter at this point. Spotted as he swings on through, gets the kill. The falls immediately. And Flying, he has to now come over the same direction. Spotted out, and Ben gets the kill, but Mercury in the site secures it.
Damn, that's really awkward for Kaze as well as Wings Up, because they missed the initial molly on ramp. Kaze thinks, oh, this is lovely. I'm just going to peek. I'll have the contact. Jamyoung, you just sit there, mate. No dramas. There's another molly that comes in. Kaze pushes through it and gets stuck. But that only sells the idea more for Jamyoung that he wasn't there the entire time. The patience, it prevails. And TYLOO, they are dismantling this attack, this comeback effort here from Wings Up. There's a T side that looked a lot better than that on the defense, despite things ending even. But now for TYLOO, that potentially ended things flawless. Another fast A play. Mercury on top. Hut just drops in towards this smoke. And he is finding success with Chaos with Jam Young. Once again, this all falls flat. Bloggers now spotted out then, and he can't even fire off a single shot for success.
Yeah, perfect half from TYLOO. They'll find themselves now on series point with 3 opportunities to close it. Some very close rounds here, but it does feel like TYLOO are prevailing as it comes down to the wire. Got that little bit of extra petrol in the tank. Don't want to say gas. They're all out of it. The Wings Up side. Or are they? Back to the double orb. This is what started their campaign into Nuke. So let's see if they can find success with it again.
I feel like from TYLOO, we're just going to see a fast play out A. Because that was working really well in regulation. You could drop smokes down early outside. You got the vent lurk here. Immediate utility, which actually entices a lot out of the pockets of Wings Up as well. And now TYLOO just settle back into their default. Smoke blown open. Bloggis has an opportunity. Instead, it might be Kriaz to try and make a move. But they're crossing close to these smokes rather than deep. Kriaz might be timed by another Jam Young play.
Yeah, play around the edge of this smoke. Jam Young is so tantalizing close to finding this kill, but Kriaz actually dealt with regardless. Vent finds one as well, but we aren't just 3-on-3 as a critical kill comes through from Bloggis, and Cass in the back lines catches off Jam Young. Gives Wings Up the advantage, and he's holding. Spots that bomb on the cross. They know that that's been the drop down. Interesting boost. Double orbs are going to have to rotate through ramp together. Smoke dropped that bomb. He's able to cross, and they can get it planted.
No one's coming through vent. 2 ramp, 1 secret. Double up on the retake is not ideal, but Gas, if he went quiet, he would have given potentially a nasty surprise over to Kaze. Instead, Kaze gives him a taste of his own medicine. There are kits available. There is a smoke the Bloggers put down on the bomb. Instead, it goes towards single door. They're trying to fight forward, and it has worked for the first. Moja get a little bit lost in the smoke, and Bloggers will hit the shot. Defuse locked in for Wings Up. They stay alive for at least 1 more round.
Yeah, I really like that from TYLOO as well, just initially, you know, finding that kill in towards Secret, just making it disengaged, but the double orbs able to hold down the angle, so when the reswing came in through double, it was Lan that was ready for it, and that smoke was causing issues in towards single as well. So Wings Up, staying alive. Need to do 2 more to send us to double O to eat.
Mercury this time just trying to take all this space early. Out secret. So it's being blown back and forth. I don't think Gas spotted him in towards secret, but Bloggers has made his way over just in case. In fact, there's another one. Lan is here too. There's a lot of AWPs down B.
And another one. Well, one AWP gets forced back by utility. That's a nice Molotov. TYLOO with plenty of ground. Managed to at least move one of these AWPs about. The Kriaz sitting in the back of garage has, found the kill. A little worried there. But he was able to secure it. Now, you're looking to go over towards B site, and Lan is here with his AWP. The wide swing is great, but he stays alive. Dodges the bullets, drops the smoke, and gets back.
Oh, nice shot from Kaze, but that's all it might amount to in the 2 versus 5. Really good setups here from Wings Up. This is very difficult to break here if you're TYLOO. Definitely give it a look in. You want the rifler to open the door so you can have that peek. Nice shot. And the rafters is also cleared. Bomb can now be put down. It's a 2-on-2.
Great way to approach that. Finding both those kills, isolating them cleanly. Flying, trying to catch something. Nice headshot to Kaze. Leaves it onto Mercury in the clutch. Wants to find the spy in the single, but he's going to be swung at any moment. Kreas is there. And despite all of the heroics getting in, getting it planted, it's Wings Up that come out ahead. We're going to have to go the full, well, 30 rounds now. You think this is a regulation CSGO game? No, we are MR12. We're in OT. And still serious point for TYLOO, but Wings Up, they are fighting strong.
Yeah, I gotta say, it doesn't matter how scrappy the round is. The most important thing for Wings Up is that they get it done. And they keep calm in the chaos. Even in that 2 versus 2, they just make sure they are swinging together between single and double. There was an opportunity for Mercury to get that first kill, but fortunately, it doesn't come in towards decontamination. 30 seconds left for TYLOO to discuss the best way to approach this. Because if they concede this round, not only would we have a CT resilience put up 6 rounds in a row in overtime, but also it would force another best of 6.
Again, it's great to see from Wings Up, considering I felt like a lot of what they got done was on the T side, in fact. So for their CT side to come through looking so strong is great. What's TYLOO's response? You called that maybe an A hit could be the play, so we'll see if they maybe go back to something more like that.
Yeah, I just think that the easiest way to deal with this, in my opinion, the way I'd look at it is you want to create as much chaos as possible. Nothing says chaos to me like an A hit. Just dropping all the utility, lining it up now. There are 3 players that are going to drop mollies. One's going to go hut, one's going to go back site. There are a lot of players here, though, to deal with this. But as soon as the utils also drop, there's no one that's going to be committing here. It's all a little bit of a ruse.
Oh, I think util did so much work there. Flying is brought very low, so is gas. So actually, maybe that's enough. Gives them the avenue through. You've still got Flying in the back of the site. He's got unchecked. He's going to come around, deny the bomb. He is low, but he's just running through smokes, dancing around, looking for more kills. Mercury trying to catch him, and it is all just Flying. Sitting behind the smoke, eventually found, and finally, TYLOO did it. It took overtime. They take the series.